Alright, it's part 2. I'm getting a bit tired, so after this video, I'm gonna upload it. You guys are probably finished. You guys are finishing up my recent video that I made in the early morning today. And I'll upload this video, and I'm gonna sleep, obviously, and I'll sleep till like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I might make a third video, or I might just watch my video when I wake up, and I might just end it there, guys. And I'll make another video the next day early in the morning, because I'm a little tired. I don't know if I can do 3 videos today. Holy shit, your videos are interesting. Yes, my videos are interesting. Yeah, man. I want to harp on this resentment topic. I'm gonna tell VJ, I'm not kidding around, man. I don't want you bragging about how much money you made off, how much money I made off my book. And I don't want you telling any of the actors how much money. I don't want you telling any of the Great Escape actors how much money we made off what, how much money we made off Zanus for the merchant movies. Otherwise, they could resent us. They're gonna feel like shit because me and VJ the amount of money we made is an embarrassment of riches. There's a reason why I'm saying it's an embarrassment of riches. Yeah, it is. The amount of money me and VJ are making is so much money. It is an embarrassment of riches. Hence why I don't want to embarrass Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, and Jon Favreau, and all them. I'm saying because high chance Jon Favreau and Nick Filoni might ask me and VJ, Ivan, how much money did you make? How much money did you make off your movie and your merch? They might ask me that. Well, I have Birthday Ivan, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, how much did you make? How much did you make off the box office and the merch? I made a lot of money, John. You know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna tell you how much money I made. All I'm gonna say is I made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? You got your nice 0.2%. I'm not telling you how much money I made, John. It's none of your business. As I prefer to keep it. I prefer to keep it to myself. I want to be humble. I don't want to be an asshole and brag about how much money I made. No, man. As I don't want Jon Favreau and Nick Filoni to feel like shit. Because even though Jon Favreau was going to make, I don't know, his $70 million in royalties, and Dave Filoni is making his $30 million, it's nothing compared to how much me and Media are going to make. As we're going to make like $60 billion off the merchant movie for Zanus. But you're looking at like 700 million plus people buying my merch and my movies. At 120, 160 bucks. See what I'm saying here? That's why, VJ, please. You know what I'm saying? I know once me and VJ got our first check for the merch, you know what I'm saying? We get our first check, obviously. I know our first check is like for the merch. Our first check is like $30 billion, $27 billion. We just like, holy shit, Ivan, we made $27 billion off the merch. Oh my god, Ivan, we're loaded. I'm like, yeah, VJ, we made like $30 billion off the merch. Obviously, we take I don't know $2.5 million of their money, which is pocket change, and we give it to the actors. So even though the actors are making $2,000 royalty check, it's pocket change. We take like $3 million of our money, $3.5 million of our money. We give it to like the 12 actors. Obviously, they get their $2,000 royalty check, and me and Visa got a nice like $30 billion check, $29 billion check. Yeah, for the merch. Obviously, and you know what I'm saying. And the red carpet happens. We release the pre-order of the movie. Obviously, a month goes by, and me and VJ get our first check. For the pre-order, we'll only make, I don't know. For the pre-order, we make a good like. Me and VJ make a good like, I don't know, $8-9 billion for the pre-order, $10 billion for the pre-order. And then we release the official. We release you have the official release day. The rest of the world buys it, and we get our second check. Our second check's like $23 billion, $24 billion. He's like, holy shit, we got $24 billion. I'm like, yes, we got $24 billion, and we divide the money gets divided. The moment me and VJ get our check, I'm gonna sit down. Okay, I'm gonna call my accountant. We're gonna sit in the office. He's gonna have to calculate all the money for the actors. Okay, I want you. Okay, take all the contract forms that the actors signed. You know what I'm saying? And I want you calculating. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yvonne Georgia gets 0.1%. Calculate 0.1% of 0.01% of what me and VJ made. 0.01% of 23. 0.01 of what? Of $33 billion, $34 billion. And Yvonne Georgia gets his $5 million, $5 million, $3 million, $4 million in royalties. Nice paycheck for him. I'm gonna tell you, Karen, please. I'm gonna count. Look, man. When you punch in, when you calculate all the actors' salaries and you punch in and the count has to. the accountant has to calculate. He has to go over all the, I don't know, the 12 contracts, the 12, 15 contracts, obviously, for the actors for Zanus. Yeah, okay. I want you bringing your calculator and calculate all the actors' contracts. I want you doing it twice or even 3 times, the way you don't make a typo mistake. I don't want you paying this actor more than how much. I mean, you're supposed to pay him. You know what I'm saying? And he calculates Peter Jackson's money, obviously. Okay, Ivan, you made $34 billion off Zanus. You know what I'm saying? And you calculate 0.6 of $34 billion. And Peter, I don't know, comes as a $210 million. And he takes $210 million and he calculates, he punches in Peter Jackson's salary on the payment system, obviously, and the agent takes 10%. I don't forget that. Obviously, the agent takes, like, I don't know, $21 million, and Peter Jackson makes his $190 million in royalties. Because don't forget, his agent's taking 10% of his earnings, too. Don't forget that, right? Peter Jackson's agent takes 10% of whatever he makes. Yeah. That's how it's going to work with the actors' royalties. I'm going to tell the actors, guys, I'm not going to pay your royalties until me and VJ have received the full amount of the royalties. That way you don't get ripped off. So if I get my first check, obviously, I'm not going to pay the actors the royalties yet. I'm going to wait 1 more month. And then I'm not going to pay your royalties until me and VJ have received the full royalty check. That way I can calculate the total, the full total. That way I don't rip you guys off. Because the deal is 0.01%, 0.01% of all the profits. That's why you have to wait until me and VJ receive our checks. There's a high chance some of the actors' agents might call my office. Hey man, Ben Affleck didn't get paid. Now guys, relax. Ben Affleck, relax. Keanu Reeves, relax. You're gonna get your money. You have to wait until me and VJ receive the full amount of the royalties. That way I don't rip you off. Trust me, guys. I'm a man of my word. I'm not gonna rip you off. I'm a good man. I'm a man of my word. You know what I'm saying? You sign your contract. You're entitled to your 0.1, 0.3%. I'm more than happy to pay you the money. Relax. You have to wait until me and VJ receive the full amount. Otherwise, if I pay you, there's nothing worse than me and VJ. We get our first royalty check. I don't know, we get our first pre-order royalty check. It's like $8 billion for our first check, obviously. We pay Keanu Reeves. We take 0.3% of that, and that goes to Keanu Reeves. And all of a sudden, the next check, you take 0.3%, you pay Keanu Reeves 0.6%. He's ripping you off. You see what I'm saying? You got to be careful. And you pay him more money. Yeah, you have to wait until you receive. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, guys? You have to wait until you receive the full check. Guys, I'm not going to pay your royalty check until I receive, the moment me and VJ stop receiving royalty checks, chances are me and VJ will receive 2 royalty checks, and that's it. So the pre-order check and the official release date, in a good month, the whole world will buy. In a good month, Amazon can deliver everything to the world. The chances are I will not get 3 checks. No, I'm going to get probably 2 checks for my movies. The pre-order check, which is a smaller check, and I'm going to get the official release date, the official release date for the movie check. 2 checks. And then once me and VJ receive our full check, you know what I'm saying? So if me and VJ make, I don't know, if me and VJ make 25 billion, 24 billion in royalties for the Great Escape movie, we calculate 0.3% of that, and Keanu Reeves gets his, I don't know, $80 million check. You see what I'm saying? We calculate 0.1% of that. Scarlett Johansson and Affleck get their $25 million check. That way, what? They don't rip you off, and that way you don't rip them off. Guys, I'm a man of my word. I'm not going to rip you off. You're going to get your 0.1% of all the profits, but you have to wait until me and VJ get the full check. The full check. Then, once I get the full check, then I can sit down with my accountant. He calculates obviously. Okay, how much? Okay, Ivan and VJ, how much money did you guys made? And we show him this is how much we made. We made $24 billion for the Great Escape movie in profits. And the accountant punches in all the percentages of all the actors: Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, John Krasinski, Paul Bettany, the other small ace actors, the 7. Okay, I want you calculating the amount of money for the 7 team and yourself too. And he calculates everything for himself, and he punches in all the royalties, and the super advanced payment system. He's listening to high tech. You know how in Batman, You know how Batman he has like high tech stuff. Like you know how Wayne Tech he has like high tech stuff. Yeah, you're looking for something high tech for that for my company. I'm putting 600K towards my payment system, guys. Something high tech, man. You know, he has his high tech payment system. He punches in Keanu Reeves royalties. Keanu Reeves gets his $80 million royalty check. You know, because I'm gonna do less because for the Gracie movie I'm not gonna make the kind of money I'm making for Zanus. For the Gracie movie I'm gonna make the Gracie movie will gross less. The Gracie movie will only do like maybe 70, 80 billion dollars in the box office around there. Around there, right? But my guess is Keanu Reeves will make about his 90, $100 million around there. I don't know. I'm just estimating here. I don't know. I don't know, $27 billion off the Gray Escape movie, and you punch in Keanu Reeves 0.3%. 0.3% of $27 billion, and Keanu Reeves, you punch in Keanu Reeves royalty. And you punch in the 10% of his agent takes his 10%. It goes to the agent, obviously, and Keanu Reeves gets his within the next couple hours. Keanu Reeves gets a confirmation in his phone. Obviously, he gets a confirmation in his phone. He checks. And you ever see the payment? I'm saying you ever see $100 million? You know what I'm saying? $100 million after taxes. Keanu Reeves gets his nice, I don't know, $50 million check after taxes. Because don't forget, you have the rates, obviously, too. Don't forget that you have the rates. Obviously. Other rates. So if Keanu Reeves makes $100 million in Canadian money, obviously that's what? $100 million is like what? Is like $80 million in yeah, it's like $80 million in $80 million in what? In American money. Keanu Reeves will make like his $50 million after taxes. And his agent. Around there. He'll make like 55 million around. I don't know. He'll make around there. He'll make around like 55 million, 50 million around there after tax. Still show the money. Obviously. Ivan, how much money will Keanu Reeves make for Zanus after tax for Grace? He'll make about like 70, 75 million after taxes around there, Keanu Reeves. Because you also have the rates, don't forget. But even with the rates, Keanu Reeves and Ben Affleck won't care about the rates. Because even with the rates, they're still making their millions, obviously. Keanu Reeves is going to make, I don't know, like 75 million, 80 million maybe after taxes. He's going to be like $80 million richer. Like, after, because something tells me Keanu Reeves is going to make maybe 110 in profits around there. Because I told you, there's a high chance more than 700 million people are going to buy a movie. You're probably looking at maybe 900 million people. If 900 million people buy my movie, Keanu Reeves will make like 130 million in profits. He's going to strike it rich. He's going to make like 80 million, 85 million after taxes. And Scarlett Johansson and all of them will make like maybe, they'll make maybe, I don't know, maybe 50 million or something like that, Scarlett Johansson. I mean, Keanu Reeves will make like 90 or something like that. 85, 90 after taxes. Yeah, they're making a lot of money, man. Scarlett Johansson and all of them. Yeah, they're making a lot of money. Hence why I'm going to be very strict with Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson and having guys. When you sign when Keanu Reeves, or I offer Keanu Reeves that fat contract, I don't know, that 160, 170 million dollar contract, whatever it is. 160, 170, 180 million dollar contract Keanu Reeves is signing, obviously, for the Great Escape movie. Because a high chance you're looking at maybe 800 million people, 900 million people buying it. Because you also have other countries. You have South Africa. You also have, yeah, man, you're looking at probably 800, yeah. Yeah, when Keanu Reeves signs that 160, 170, 180 million dollar contract, you know what I'm saying, he signs that massive contract, I take him up to nice dinner, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell Keanu Reeves, hey, Keanu Reeves, I'm going to tell Keanu Reeves, you know what I'm saying, I don't mean to be an asshole here, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to babysit you, but I recommend you keep this contract, this fat contract you sign, personal to yourself. Do not tell any of the other actors how much I'm paying you. And do not tell any of the other actors in my movie how much I'm paying you. Keep it to yourself. That way you prevent a resentment happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't worry about it. I won't tell them. It's between us. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the other actors to feel like shit. Yeah, you don't want the other actors to feel like shit. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't tell John Krasinski and Paul Bettany how much I'm paying you, man. Keep it to yourself. Don't even tell Scarlett Johansson or Ben Affleck how much I'm paying you. I'm even paying you more about how much money I'm paying them. They're making a lot of money, but they're not making the kind of money I'm paying you, Keanu Reeves. You sign a massive deal. You're happy, you know what I'm saying? You got your freedom. You're gonna be a part of this $6-7 million budget movie. You're gonna be a famous, world famous movie star. Be a part of the world tour. Experience my Skyscraper's company, obviously. Experience the fame with the fans. Being featured on my ad shoots. Being a part of the commercials. You know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Being featured on the posters. You're gonna be a famous movie star. I recommend you keep your what? Keep your mouth shut. Don't tell the other actors how much I'm paying you. You know what I'm saying? To prevent jealousy in the workplace, because you have something called workplace jealousy. Remember the movie Suits? How Harvey, how what Lewis was jealous of Harvey and all that stuff. Yeah, man. There's something that stuff is real, man. People get jealous when someone gets paid a lot. I mean, I remember there was an episode where Lewis and the secretaries were like, "Yeah, you're paying Harvey Dent way more than us. Harvey Dent's making like $10 million." Yeah, man. If people know how much someone is making, obviously they can be resentment in the workplace, man. You see what I'm saying? Huh? And that's why I'm gonna tell Keanu Reeves, especially Keanu Reeves, keep your mouth shut. Don't tell Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck and all of them are not stupid though. They know I pay them a lot of money, paid them more money because they saw my videos, obviously. But even then, if they ask you how much money I offered you, Keanu Reeves, don't tell them, as chances are they might get a bit pissed off and they could be jealous because they know you're gonna strike it so rich. You know, what I'm saying? Keanu Reeves is gonna make his 160, 170, 180 million dollars of Ivan's movie. And you know what I'm saying, he's gonna strike it rich, and Paul Bettany and John Cena are gonna feel like shit, man. Even though they signed big deals, it's pocket change compared to how much Keanu Reeves is making. As John Cena is only gonna make like $9 million after taxes and rates. Paul Bettany will make his what? Paul Bettany will make his what? He'll make like his $6-7 million after taxes. 6.5, 6.8. It's a fat contract, obviously. It was nothing about his Keanu Reeves and them are making. That's why don't tell what? Don't if Paul Bettany and John Krasinski and Javier Bardem and all the biggest actors ask you how much you got paid, don't tell them, as they're gonna feel like shit, man. Because holy shit, Ivan's paying Keanu Reeves way more than us. Holy shit, man, you signed a massive deal. Yeah, don't tell them. Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson, don't tell how much, don't tell what? Don't tell Paul Bettany and what? And how much I pay you, otherwise there can be resentment in the workplace. They're gonna try. Oh, Ivan, I can't help him, man. I want to brag. I know you want to brag. I know that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm making way more than you, haha. I know that feeling, but trust me, don't tell them. Don't tell the small A's actors how much I am paying you guys, as they're going to be pissed off. I know Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson and Keanu Reeves, you're happy. You sign a deal of a lifetime. You're going to be loaded, obviously. You're going to be the stars of my movie. You're going to be a famous movie star, you know what I'm saying? You're happy. I take you out tonight dinner. You're gonna party up my $300 million condo, and my nice yacht. You know what I'm saying, you're happy, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. You're gonna be part of all those parties, but don't tell John Krasinski and Paul Bettany how much I'm paying you. Otherwise, it could be resentment in the workplace. You see what I'm saying? Huh? I'm gonna tell John Krasinski and Paul Bettany, guys, and Javier Bardem, don't tell the biggest actors how much I'm paying you. Otherwise, they can be pissed off, as they might get a bit jealous. Yo, like, you're paying Johnson's emptying $13 million, and you're giving him 0.02%. He's making his like $20 million. Yeah, $22 million. They can get mad. That's why what? Don't tell them Johnson says. Yeah, don't worry, I won't tell them. I'm saying, yes, the biggest actors can get. If I hire Nia Dora for the Great Escape movie, you know what I'm saying, or Zoe King, or other biggest woman actors, obviously, for my movie, and I paid them their $2.73 million, if chances are they might ask Johnson, say, how much did Ivan pay you? You know, I signed a nice deal for Ivan's company. Ivan is paying me $3 million. Well, that's a nice contract for a biggest actor, you know what I'm saying? Hey, John, how much is Ivan paying you, by the way? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I prefer not to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to keep it to myself. I don't want to discuss the contracts, man. It's none of your business, man. Come on, John, just tell me, how much is he paying you? He's paying me $3 million. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to tell you how much he's paying me. All I'm going to say is I signed a good deal. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, because if John Krasinski tells the biggest actors and all of them how much I'm paying him, they might get jealous and they might resent him, obviously. And they might be a bit pissed off. What the fuck, man? They might sense favoritism going on in the workplace, obviously. But it's not favoritism, it's just supply and demand. There's nothing worse than the employer sensing favoritism and they feel like shit because even though they're making a lot of money, they're paying all these people way more than them. Yeah, you feel like shit. You see what I'm saying? It's a shitty feeling, man. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? If the Beast actors ask Paul Bettany how much I paid him, and he tells them how much I paid him, they might feel like shit and they'll be a bit jealous. That's not fair. Ivan's paying you, even though we're making $2.73 million. That's nothing compared to how much you guys are making. You made your 11.5. You're gonna make your nice like 4 or 5 million in profits, Paul Bettany, and they might resent them, and you might have workplace jealousy going on in the workplace, which you don't want to have happen. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. I'm gonna tell the actors, guys, do not tell the crewmen how much I'm paying, how much you're making either, as a crewman can get jealous too. Even though the crewmen are making a nice $150,000 salary, it's nothing compared to how much the actors are making. If the actors are gonna walk away with millions in their bank. And with those millions, they can all get their nice like Porsches and their nice cars and all stuff, and buy their nice like $1-2 million houses, go on a nice vacation with their family, buy their nice clothes. The crewmen can get envious of that. Hence, why I do not tell the crewmen how much I'm paying you guys. I have no worry about. Yeah, guys, please, whenever you work, when the crewmen are the foundation of our movie, I paid them the rich salary obviously, but I recommend you guys keep your lips sealed. Do not tell any of the crewmen how much I paid you guys. Otherwise, they can get jealous and they can resent you guys because you're making way more than them. You see what I'm saying? You're making way more than them. You see what I'm saying? Especially the bigger A's. I'm gonna tell, okay, guys, Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, do not tell any of the crewmen how much I'm paying you guys. Otherwise, they're gonna feel like total shit because the amount of money they're making is pocket change. How much you're making? You see what I'm saying? It's pocket change. Even though they're making a nice $150,000 salary. $150,000 salary compared to what? $80 million contract, $167 million contract is fucking chump change. It's chump fucking change. Hence why what? Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, do not tell the crewmen how much I'm paying them. How much I'm paying you. Otherwise, they're gonna feel like shit. I'm gonna tell the other rank of actors too, the small actors, the base actors. Do not tell the crewmen how much I paid you guys. The crewmen will find out how much I paid you guys when they watch the documentary. By the time they watch the documentary, the journey is now over. Hence, it's not that big. It's not a big deal anymore because everyone got their check. The luxury hotel party happened. The journey ended. Everyone said their goodbyes, and everyone's seen the documentary 3 weeks later. The journey ended. And it's not a big deal. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. All the actors and all the crew will find out how much everyone got paid once they see the documentary. By the time the documentary is released, the journey is already over. The journey already ended. Hence, once the journey's ended, it's not a big deal. The actors don't know how much the actors got paid because they already got their check. You know what I'm saying? There might be a bit shocked. Holy shit! I even paid Keanu Reeves a lot of money, but the journey ended now. All the actors got their check, and it's no longer a big deal. You see what I'm saying? Whereas while the actors are working, keep your lips sealed. That way, you keep the actors happy, everyone happy, and there's no resentment in the workplace. You see what I'm saying? I thought it'd be cool to talk about this topic because this is a very, very serious issue. Everyone has to keep their lips sealed. Do not brag about how much money you're making, man, for my company. No, man. Because in every company, you have a hierarchy of what? You have a hierarchy structure of salaries. You have the same thing for my company. You have the crewmen who make the least, obviously. Everyone gets the rich salary, but everyone what? There's a hierarchy of structure of salaries and every what? For my company, obviously, you have the crewmen who make their $150K. Obviously, you have the crewmen, then you have the photographers and all them. Obviously, then you have what? Then you have my 17 and the actors, and you have me and VJ. You have a hierarchy of me and VJ and Amazon, obviously. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. There's some crewmen who might even brag. I even paid me $150K. I got my nice like 2200. Some of the crewmen might even brag to each other. I got my nice $150,000 salary. My $150,000 salary. Yeah, I might buy a nice like $20,000 used car for myself, and I might maybe I might rent a nice like $2,000 apartment for myself for a good 2 years. I might take my family on a nice 1 week vacation. Some of them might brag, obviously, because I got a nice paycheck, obviously. I might use my $2,000 gift card and get my nice theater system, my nice like nice flat screen TV. They might brag, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all making a lot of money, obviously, but they're not making the kind of money the actors are making. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. They're not making the kind of money the actors are making. That's why you got to be careful about that stuff, man. Especially me and VJ. I'm gonna tell VJ. I know me and you are gonna have that smile on our face because we're gonna make our billions off what the Zanus movie and the Great Escape movie, obviously, for the merch in the movie and the box office, obviously. I recommend we keep our lips sealed. Do not tell what. Do not tell any. Do not brag. The actors know we signed that massive contract, obviously. They're not stupid. They know we're gonna make our billions or tens of billions. But don't brag about it. Keep your lips sealed. That way you don't. That way the actors are not mad. They're not pissed off and jealous. Even though the Zane's actors are gonna make their millions and the Great Escape actors are gonna make their millions, you know what I'm saying, and Peter Jackson's gonna make his $300 million. There's nothing about how much movies you're making. And Peter Jackson can even get jealous too, because what we live in what we live in a what we live. People get jealous about that stuff, man. Trust me. Even though Peter Jackson's gonna make his $320 million off the movie. If I brag to Peter Jackson, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to make like 60% of all the profits. You might get a bit jealous and angry. Because yeah, even though I'm making $300 million, that's pocket his how much Ivan and Vijay are making. They're making their tens of billions. Yeah, people can get jealous about that. Ivan and Vijay are rich like Batman, man. They're fucking loaded. Yeah, man. Peter Jackson get envious about that. Hence why keep your lips sealed, VJ. Do not brag to Peter Jackson or any of the Zane's actors or the crewmen, or any of the Great Escape actors, or the directors, or the 7 team. Keep your lips sealed. As Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and my 7 team can get jealous about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's funny because you have ranks of you have the ranks, obviously. You know, the crewmen are jealous of the actors. Obviously, the actors are jealous of the 7 team because the 7 team are Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni because they're making more. And Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are jealous of like Peter Jackson and Ivan and VJ. Yeah, it's actually funny. You know what I'm saying? It's actually funny. Yeah, to prevent workplace jealousy, obviously, resentment, obviously. I recommend everyone keeps their lips sealed, especially for the crewmen, man. The crewmen are not making the kind of money everyone else is making. The 17 are making way more than the crewmen. You know what I'm saying? The actors are making way more than the crewmen. You know what I'm saying? Me and Vijay are making way more than the crewmen. Peter Jackson's making way more than the crewmen. You know what I'm saying? Do not tell the crewmen how much money I'm paying you guys, as they're going to feel like shit, man. Even though they're getting paid $1,000, they're going to feel like shit knowing that. But the crewmen know the actors make way more money than them, obviously. But for my company, I'm paying all the actors their consistent millions, obviously. Whereas for Lord of the Rings, the actors got shitty money. They got $250K, so the crewmen weren't that envious of the Lord of the Rings actors. They all got their shitty money. Except for Ian McKellen. All Lord of the Rings actors were envious of Ian McKellen. Because Ian McKellen got his nice like $32 million, obviously. Whereas for my movie, I'm paying all the stars their consistent millions, guys. They're millions, obviously. They're going to make their millions in royalties. That's why I'm going to tell the actors, guys, do not tell the crewmen how much money what. Do not tell the crewmen how much money you're what. How much money you're what. How much money you're making. As they can, even if they asked you, say it's none of your business. That way they don't resent you, see what I'm saying? There's nothing worse than the crewman working. He knows he's making a nice $1,000, and he knows one actor just told him he's I know Don Cheadle told one of the crewmen, yeah, I'm making $10 million, and I'm gonna make a good $9-10 million in royalties, $20 million. They're gonna feel like shit, man. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna feel like shit, yeah, man. Because they know Don Cheadle is gonna be living that lavish life with the millions I paid him. Yeah, with that money, he can get nice cars for himself, nice Lamborghini, nice Porsche. Whereas those crewmen can't afford those cars. You know what I'm saying? They'll live the great life, the crewmen, but they're living the average life. They'll live the rich life, but they're living the rich average life. Buying used cars, you know what I'm saying? Staying at standard hotels, you know what I'm saying? Buying a cheap $150,000 house. Like they don't have the kind of money the actors have. That's why what? Don't tell them how much what. Or what. I'm going to tell them like, hey, VJ, when we sign the actors, I want us letting the actors know I don't want there to be any work resentment amongst each other. I think it's best you guys keep your contracts private. Don't tell anyone how much you're getting paid. Keep it to yourself. As in Hollywood, mostly the actors probably keep the contract. So, but I guarantee you, some actors brag about how much they make and all stuff in Hollywood. Sometimes they brag, but some in Hollywood sometimes the actors' salaries are made public. You see what I'm saying here? As the actors end up finding out how much the actors get paid. I guarantee when the actors' salaries are made public, some of the actors are like shit. Holy shit, man! Like he's making way more than me. I'm making shitty money. I'm making my 500K and like they're paying this star actor like $15 million. You feel like shit, yeah, man. It's a shitty feeling, man. You feel when you find out someone's making way more than you feel like you have that feeling of you feel what? You feel worthless compared to them. You wish you can be them and all stuff. You feel like shit. You resent them. Yeah, man. That's why you keep your lips sealed. Don't tell what. Don't tell anybody how much money you got paid, man. Keep it to yourself, man. I'm gonna tell the supervisors, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell the supervisors, guys, if you sign your nice $250,000 contract, don't tell the other guys I paid you $2,000. Well, the supervisor's not that bad. The crewman won't resent the supervisor because $250K is only $100,000 more. But some people in the crewman can get jealous about that stuff. See what I'm saying? Hey, I'll tell us, hey guys, I'll pay your nice $250,000 salary. That's a nice paycheck for a supervisor. Don't tell the other guys I paid you $2,000. As they can resent you, obviously. They know you're making more, but it's best to keep your contract to yourself. Don't tell them and brag that Ivan offered me $250K and I'm making a lot of money and you're making your $1,000. Don't do that. As some of the people can resent you, see what I'm saying? As we live in a what? We live in a crazy world, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna keep harping on this topic. Ivan, this is a sick video. Yes! I'm gonna keep harping on this topic. It's very important. Because I know once VJ signs that contract once me and VJ sign that massive contract with Amazon for the Zane's movie box office and the merch, you're gonna see VJ have that smile on your face. Holy shit, Ivan, we just signed. Cheers, Ivan. We just signed the biggest contract ever, man. The biggest movie contract ever. We're gonna make tens of billions off our movies and merch. Yeah, she's gonna be cocky. Okay, VJ. Even though you're happy and you know what I'm saying, we're gonna make all this money. Let's keep it to ourselves. Don't brag. I know you don't like Ariana Grande that much, VJ. Do not brag to Ariana Grande. She can resent you, obviously. Hey, look at me now, Ariana Grande. You know what I'm saying? I signed on massive with Amazon. I'm bigger than you know. Yeah, don't keep it to yourself, VJ. I know you're happy. You know what I'm saying? You want to brag. Let's keep this big contract. You know what I'm saying, to ourselves. The world's not stupid, and all the actors and the crewmen in the world, they're not stupid. They know me and VJ are God. They know we have the keys. They know they know the whole English-speaking world is going to buy my movie and merch, obviously. But even then, even though the world knows I'm going to make a lot of money, and you guys saw my videos, obviously, let's keep it to ourselves. Do not tell anyone how much money we made. As me and VJ are going to have an embarrassing relationship. That way, we don't have these people feeling like shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a high chance... Show my camera here.